You're watching another episode of High Events, and today we're here at Shangri-La Colombo for the Remax Annual Convention, where global franchise leader Remax reaffirms opportunities right here in Sri Lanka. So there's a discussion and then there's dinner, so let's go to see what it's all about. Give us maybe some insight on the success of Remax in Asia Pacific countries.
Sure, absolutely. So Remax is actually in over 100 countries and territories, and we've expanded out here in Asia Pacific within the last 6 years. Remax Sri Lanka is one of those countries that we've expanded into, and we have success going from Japan and Mongolia and Thailand and all the countries, China, Japan, you name it. And the Sri Lankan market is just ready to take on this new brand and really embrace the changes within the real estate industry here.
Can you tell us a bit about the opportunities for Sri Lanka in terms of Remax?
In terms of Remax, we're going to revolutionize the real estate industry here. It's prime for having licensing and regulations. It's not going to be something that happens overnight, but Remax is going to be the brand that helps bring more transparency to the market here. There's tons of opportunities. People are buying into the Sri Lankan market. People are buying outside of the market, and Remax is one of those that's going to be able to handle that business, whether it's incoming or outgoing.
Bit about the vision, mission and forecast for Remax here in Sri Lanka.
Definitely. We started revolutionizing the real estate industry from Remax Sri Lanka. Actually, we have right now currently 7 offices, 60 plus agents. We just landed 2 years ago. The way that we're going to do it's differentiate from the local real estate market, especially in terms of exclusivity, transparency and being ethical. Those are the number 3 things that we kind of targeting. But on top of that, in terms of providing the ongoing training to the agents as well, and also in terms of global connectivity. Remax is around the world, more than 100 countries, 7,700 locations, and more than 120,000 agents worldwide. So in terms of local market, when you bring your listing to global platform, Remax can give definitely a good leverage on that. In terms of exclusivity also, if you look at it, we have more than 800,000 listing on global platform itself. And in terms of also volume, in terms of global.remax.com, we have about 92 million visits per year. So for sure, Remax is going to do a good job in Sri Lanka. Our target for 2018, probably another 6-7 offices to be yet to be opened, and by 2020 we will have at least 50 offices and 1,000 agents nationwide.
Us a bit about Remax.
Yes, Remax is an international real estate company. We are the number 1 in the world. We are in over 100 countries, 115,000 agents that you can work with all over the world. And we have about some 1,500 offices. and we've been in the industry for over 45 years, and we are now launched in Sri Lanka.
Okay, so can you tell us why Remax has been brought to Sri Lanka and the purpose of it?
Yes. Remax is in Sri Lanka. We launched about 3 years ago. Currently, we have 7 offices, 6 under operation, 1 yet to open, and 60 plus agents. And the reason why we're here is because we want to revolutionize the industry by regulating all the real estate market as well as licensing the agents. That's our end goal. And we will do this by licensing them with professionalism, transparency, and getting exclusive listings, which means getting a listing from a client that the listing only belongs to this professional Remax agent. We have a proven blueprint system of over 45 years. Any problems that any broker owner that is facing in Sri Lanka currently, we've seen it, we have a solution for it. So that is why we are here to make history, and I'm really proud that I'm back in my motherland because I was born here, that we'll make history with all of our pioneers that are currently on board, and we look forward to having a lot more franchises. And by 2020, our vision is to have 50 offices and 1,000 agents, and we will make it happen.
Yourself and tell us a bit about yourself and what you do.
Yeah, sure. I started a Remax office here in the south in Sri Lanka together with Alex, my business partner, very recently. The south is one of the areas that's really a very good spot for Remax to grow really fast. We now have 2 agents. We work on our 5th agent now. So soon, well, the expanding is there.
About your location.
Yeah, we are based in Colombo 10, and we go as Remax Infinity.
Okay, and how many agents do you currently have?
Yeah, we currently have 9 agents.
And how many agents do you plan on having, say, by the end of this year or by 2020?
By 2020, we hope to have about 50 agents, probably, yes.
All right, and why did you choose Remax?
I chose Remax because Remax is the world's #1 brand for real estate, and they have the tools and systems for us to grow. And Sri Lanka is not a saturated market, so I chose Remax to revolutionize the industry here.
We're not like the others, and neither are you. We started a revolution. They called us renegades, on a mission to help the nation's top producers get to the top, not just get by.
Change is in the air. Introducing the new RE/MAX brand family, engineered for today's RE/MAX agents, buyers, and sellers.
Tell us a bit about your location.
Location is Colombo 5. It's more of the Tibrigasa, Java, that area.
And how many agents do you currently have?
We have 6 now.
And how many do you plan on having by the end of either 2018 or 2020?
By 2020, we should be having at least 25.
And why did you choose RE/MAX?
Well, they invited us, and then we looked into their websites, and they were very, very strong, and we wanted professionalism.
We're not just bragging when we say our brand can do big things for your career. Our brand is pervasive, reminding buyers and sellers that RE/MAX agents are different. And it empowers them to be thought of and chosen more often so they can get more done.
Tell us a bit about your location.
Oh, we are in Jaffna. We are the first office in Jaffna, which is north. So RE/MAX is new there, so.
And how many agents do you currently have?
We have 18. We are only 3 months old.
Oh, okay. And how many do you plan on having by the end of this year or maybe by the end of 2020?
2020, you could imagine maybe 100. 3 months, almost 18. So I could promise 2020 I will have 100 of them.
And why should agents choose your brokerage?
RE/MAX, one of the top brand, and we have very good model, which is North American, because my background, even though I'm a Sri Lankan, but I'm from Canada, so like I love the model, how the RE/MAX work. So always I wanted to implement that here because it's chaos market here. So I think it's definitely people already loving it. For last 3 months, we were so scared to open RE/MAX there, but now we are killing it.
And why did you choose RE/MAX?
Oh, because I have 2 businesses in Toronto, nothing to do with real estate. So I want to do something back in Sri Lanka. 2013 I came here, but I am not successful on opening whatever I wanted to. Then Sujan Shan is my best friend. I was here when they was opening the RE/MAX in Sri Lanka. That day I decided I wanted to have Jaffna. So it took me a little while, but yes, I love the model, so I wanted to implement. I love RE/MAX. I'm here.
Everything we do is for the sake of our agents' productivity.
It's no shock that when it comes to quality, we attract the best. Check out the numbers. Now you know why more buyers and sellers would recommend RE/MAX than any other real estate brand. It's high caliber here. The sky's the limit.
Want your business to boom? The RE/MAX network is in over 100 countries and territories.
Can you give us your insight on the current market?
Yeah, there's a lot of big brands coming in, like Sheraton, Hyatt, Grand Hyatt, the Movenpick, a whole lot of Ritz-Carlton, not to forget Ritz-Carlton, and Shangri-La Hotels doing their 3rd development, and many more brands yet in the pipeline. There's a lot of potential for new developments behind those.
Can you tell us a bit about the benefits of owning a RE/MAX franchise?
See, the concept of franchising is very relatively new for Sri Lanka, but I think it's a world over tried and tested thing. It gives individuals the opportunity of setting up your own business and developing it where the potential is entirely limited by you, point one. The second thing is, in this game, in real estate, it's about buying and selling. So agency is important, which means that your cost structure has to be very lean. So when you own a franchise, you work around agents where you employ them, they sell or buy, they get a commission. But you don't have a permanent cost structure. So that's another very useful thing. And the third thing is, for a franchise owner, he or she can decide to what extent they want to go, depending on whether they're working full-time or part-time. What they put in, they get out. So it's not like a permanent job. You can control your own destiny. So I think that's a very interesting concept as a franchise model. And franchise for real estate, as what is Remax is, I think is a very appropriate thing given the nature of the real estate market. So I think it's a very good thing for Sri Lanka. I'm not here to endorse Remax, but all I can say is if you look at North America and Canada, the brands like Century 21 and Remax are household names there. So bringing in a best-in-class North American, Canadian-centric brand to Sri Lanka, it's probably maybe 3-4 years ahead of its time. But I think it, as Sri Lanka is today looking at new opportunities after this 30-year-old conflict, bringing international names like this here is a great opportunity.
So can you tell us your opinion or what you think it is vital to become a young, successful entrepreneur here in Sri Lanka?
Well, entrepreneurs are a very key aspect of any economy. If you are to have a thriving economy, I think we need to nurture and develop many entrepreneurs as much as possible. Our chamber, it's referred to as COIL. We are the Chamber of Young Lankan Entrepreneurs. We promote entrepreneurship in the country, and we are a brotherhood of business owners, and we sit together and discuss various industry-specific issues and lobby with the government to make sure that the entrepreneur's interest is always protected. Your question is what would an entrepreneur would want to, or how would an entrepreneur be successful in the local environment? Sri Lanka is a very unique environment because politically we are always we are not stable as such. We have so many changes. So as an entrepreneur, being resilient is one important aspect, I would say. And you need to identify whenever you find an opportunity, you should be able to identify that opportunity and then work hard on it. There is no say A to Z thing saying tick these boxes and you're an entrepreneur. I think it's a gut feeling thing. But I think Sri Lankans are generally resilient people, and given the opportunity, they turn out to become good entrepreneurs, I feel.
Can you give us some insight on your book?
Well, the book is it's called Effective Marketing of High-Rise Condominiums in a Middle-Income Country. And this was part of my DBA thesis that I did a couple of years ago. And I published this through Lambert Publishing. And it's available on Amazon for $79.
So what were the situations that made you write your book?
Well, it was the experience that I went through. I was CEO of a company that built 3 high-rise luxury condominiums. And we pre-sold every single one of those condominiums. So there was a lot of learning that I had within me, which I've put down on paper now. And that is a contribution towards the industry. So any developer could purchase this book and kind of follow the model. And there's also a practitioner's guide that I've developed, which can be followed line by line for a developer without reinventing the wheel.
And that's a wrap. We just finished the Remax Annual Convention 2018, where we saw all the brand new opportunities for real estate right here in Sri Lanka. That's it for me. My name is Kaylin Marcellus. You can catch me again on another episode of High Events.